Hi, Jennifer Loudon, jenniferloudon.com. How to take care of yourself when you're writing a memoir or a personal essay. Oh God, I'm right in the middle of it. Writing about yourself is so pulverizing, or at least it can be. And right now I'm thinking, oh, did I really do that? Oh, did I really do that? Oh, humiliating, confusing, tenderizing. Did I mention confusing? First, you're reliving the past. You're really in the body of feeling those mistakes and choices and heartbreak, but you're also discerning between the you that did those things then, or things happened to, and the narrator who's shaping the story, and the you that's alive now who's reflecting and learning as you write. I mean, just that is like, makes my brain hurt. I've had to work through depression and overwhelm, and what is the point? I'm still doing it. I had a pretty bad day today. Other writers, they've become ill, gotten hives, been able to stay awake for only a few minutes at a time. Real body reactions. So it's really important that you give some thought to how you're going to take care of yourself as you write a memoir or a personal essay. And first you got to know, and I hope you're getting that, it's really normal to feel bad about yourself, to feel confused, to wonder why it's the point. This isn't an easy row. This making art of your own life, but I have found it is so personally fascinating and such a stretch as a writer. So that has given me a lot of why the hell do it. And then I'd ask you, are you doing it alone? And if so, why? Do you need a book coach or a therapist, a community, just one writer friend that you meet for coffee regularly once a week? Don't do it alone. And try really hard not to add to this very hard process of writing and writing about yourself and trying to craft it into a story by also being hard on yourself, judging the person you were who did X and Y, judging the quality of your first, second, or third draft, or insisting you write more or faster than you can given how much it hurts or what else is going on in your life. Try to give yourself a cruelty-free zone to draft. Try to love yourself or have at least some kindness towards yourself while you write, and remind yourself you really were doing the best you knew how at that time in your life. You always are. Remind yourself to work for specific periods of time with a clear beginning and end that are doable for your life. That really helps the sense that reliving the past isn't going to take over your whole life. So keep those containers crisp. Write out of order in your story. Sometimes that can be really helpful. I'll work on some hard stuff and then I'll go to the happier stuff towards the end, right? Just keep some kind of good notes or use the word processing program Scrivener so you know where you are, right? Don't let yourself get all twisted up in time, although you probably will a little bit, or a lot if you're me. Treat the self that you're writing about, that past self, as a character. Maintain some distance from her choices and opinions. This does get easier in subsequent drafts when you begin to shape the material, but try to remember it, even think about or talk about yourself in the third person. And in fact, if you want, you can write your first draft in third person. It's a little weird, but it also gives you a sense of, oh right, I'm crafting a story and this is who I was then. You can go through afterwards and do, search for he or she and put I in, do a word replace. And you'll be amazed maybe how freeing that is, especially again for a first draft. A friend of mine is doing that. The great Tobias Wolff wrote to the great Mary Karr when she was writing The Liars Club, her first and groundbreaking memoir. He said, "Don't be afraid of appearing angry, small-minded, obtuse, mean, immoral, amoral, calculating, or anything else. Take no care for your dignity." It's part of your work as a memoirist to tell the truth about yourself without being cruel to yourself. Readers do not want to see you flay yourself or expose yourself to be flayed by them, nor do they want to read about how you got it all figured out and you're such a saint. We love Mary Karr in Liars Club and Lit, and in Cherry, her memoir in the middle there, because she's honest about her own adventures, but there's a wry kindness and a regular sense of how she learned and grew from it. Don't try to protect your own dignity or pretend to be someone better than you are or lie about who you are or pretend to be smarter or more interesting. That will really drag you down in your story, and forget about flaying yourself and beating yourself up. Writing a memoir I found to be really a deeply transformative and spiritual experience. It's probably changed me top 3 things I've done in my life. And that's possible for you if you greet yourself honestly, if you recognize your common humility, if you accept that you must continue to learn while you're writing. You're not supposed to have this all figured out to write it. Let yourself, invite yourself, insist that you are transformed by the writing, and do it in ways that are safe and kind and humane and that help you embrace the universality of your human struggles. And that will help answer the question of why go through all this crap in the first place. Good luck. Be kind to yourself. I'll try to do the same.